Hello, hello. Good morning. Okay, looks like I'm live on LinkedIn. I'm live on Instagram today too. So I just wanted to hop on here and do a little bit of a Q&A because a few people ask me about how I grew my business. What did it take? What is the journey? What is the social media and all that stuff? So I'm not going to be long before you today. So I know it's like Saturday before Easter. But I just wanted to hop on here and do a little like bonus lesson. So for the last 5 days, like let me make sure that I am indeed live and everything is okay. So for the last 5 days, I was running my master class, how to get more aligned clients now. And I took you through a journey like where I'm from, where I grew up, through my different professions, how I started my business. But I think one thing that I left out in my story is actually the platform, right? How I built my business, right? And today I would like to talk about that. So when I started my business, right, in so like first like when I say when I started my business, when I had a business idea, I was looking for a platform that would actually help me to put myself out there. And my first instinct, right, is was to just copy others entrepreneurs that what they were doing, meaning being on Instagram, being on YouTube, being on Facebook, like literally everywhere. Create a business website. Because they're like, I don't know why people think that the first thing that they need to do, like in their businesses, is to create a business website. You don't need a business website when you're starting out. You don't need a business website. You need clients, and you need to make sure that you are solid on your offer. Like this is the first thing that people actually need when they're starting out. So I kind of started like with everything. So a little bit of a background. Uh, Before I started my business, I did have my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is dedicated. So I have two YouTube channels now. Okay. Like I know, team too much. So I have two YouTube channels now. Like one YouTube channel is my own YouTube channel is that is dedicated to iOS development, technology, and I'm leveraging that channel also to talk about career development for software engineers, right? Like that's number one. Number two, like I recently started my business YouTube channel where I document my journey when I talk about how to put together like your business and provide a lot of business advice too. So it's a very new channel. I only have 12 subscribers, but when I just started out, right, I had my YouTube channel, right, and I had my LinkedIn. So, um, my first instinct, right? Before I got coaching, before I got mentorship, before I figure out my offer is to actually do to do all the things, to copy big entrepreneurs, to copy big coaches, to be big service providers. Like at this point, I probably have three Instagram accounts. I don't know why I have three. But I created a new Instagram account and like, okay, I will grow my business on Instagram. I will grow my business on YouTube. I will grow my business in all places but LinkedIn. In all places but LinkedIn. I don't know why I didn't think of LinkedIn, but when I actually consolidated my offer, when like the very first offer that I wanted to sell, the very first, some of you probably remember. Some of you probably remember the very first offer that I pushed out there. It was it was $6,000, and that was iOS Accelerator program, right? And then I decided not to continue with the iOS Accelerator program because it, what was going on in tech in general, I'm like, okay, new iOS developers are going to have harder time getting into the job. More experienced software developers are going to are going to be hit with a very big problem with like their career growth, like employment and stuff like that. Like my people in tech need help, and this is how I put together um, a career coaching program at more affordable price. And my first price for my career services was 2484, like 2484, like 2484, right? 2484, right? So, and I started focusing on LinkedIn. My my first 10K, my first 30K, my first 50K came from LinkedIn. Came from LinkedIn. I don't know why I didn't think of LinkedIn sooner. I don't know, like literally. And here's the thing. I started getting leads from LinkedIn even before I optimized my LinkedIn profile because a lot of coaches, especially like LinkedIn coaches, they will tell you like you have to optimize your LinkedIn profile, you have to have your tagline, you have to do X, Y, and Z. But in reality, like they're right. You have to have your banner, you have to have your tagline, you have to have your bio. Your LinkedIn page has to be like a landing page. This is like they are not wrong, y'all. Listen to them. But this is not what landed me first, my first client. It's not pretty LinkedIn profile. It's not fully optimized bio. And it was not linked in my bio how to work with me. And it's not fluffy, Lauren, like fluff for content. Follow me for more. Share a ring and ring the notification bell. That was not it. What landed me my first client and started like helped me to actually book more clients is the messaging and proactive networking. Because here's the thing. I like last night I talked to an amazing person, and she has Instagram course that is less than $100. And I bought that course because listen, like right now in my business, I want to see like what else I can do because listen, I am team too much. So I don't mind the work. I don't mind the work. I'm team too much. And I was thinking like, okay, like if I were to like really monetize my Instagram that I have, I share a lot of good value too. And I see other entrepreneurs leveraging Instagram effectively. So, what do I need to do? So, and on Instagram, you have to create viral reel. You have to you have to post in stories like 3 to 12 times a day. You have to create nurturing reel, at least 1 to 3 if you want to grow slow and steady. If you want to rapid grow, you have to post 7 days a week. When it comes to reels, probably 2 times a week, 2 times a day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day sometimes in stories. And you have to engage, right? And you have to engage with the other accounts. You can't just like post and ghost. The same on LinkedIn. You can't just post and ghost. And I was like, last night, I was like listening to the course and like, holy shit. Like, I don't know. I'm made for Instagram, y'all. So I will try to do that. Like, I have really good content that I put out on LinkedIn and I can repurpose a lot of it and put on my Instagram, but like, holy cow, like on LinkedIn, I can literally post 3 times a week. If like I'm team too much, like I probably post 5 times a week anyway, but I don't have to post every day. I can post 3 times a week and get clients. And picture this, all of my clients, they came from direct interaction, not through a lot of content. Direct interaction, y'all. Direct interaction, like just like DM conversations. That's like that was true for me. Not like content helps. Content helps because when you talk to people, right? And when you put yourself out there, when you have your video content, that helps. Like right now, you getting to know me right now. You getting to know me. So and that's why content matters so much because it is important. But like really on LinkedIn, um, if I need to take a little bit of a break from like just posting like crazy, I can post 2, 3 times a week strategically, engage with other accounts in the comments, in the DMs, and land clients. It's a lot like on LinkedIn, it's a little different. On Instagram, it's a lot of legwork, it's a lot of arm work, it's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work. On LinkedIn, it's a lot of work in terms of building your community. It's a lot of work in terms of building your community. That's the difference, and that's the difference. I don't have to think about the viral music. I don't have to think about the viral reel. I don't have to think about like, oh, what do I put in the captions? I don't have to think about how like what else is out there. Like all I need to think about when it comes to LinkedIn, how do I deliver value? How do I build community? How do I connect with people? How do I provide value? And this is what a lot of entrepreneurs who use LinkedIn are missing. We all chasing like, okay, like how do I put together like shiny, beautiful posts, shiny, beautiful carousel on LinkedIn, shiny, beautiful graphic on like, do I need to do like a selfie or do I need to do something else? And when I talk to entrepreneurs who have training on LinkedIn, who have LinkedIn coaching, they know how to work the platform. They're not landing clients. And I'm like, okay, like you admit, like again, what I was talking about in my masterclass, access to your coach, personalized approach. Because every single coaching program will have what is your why, who is your who, what problem you're solving. And those are very simple questions. But also those questions are the hardest questions majority of entrepreneurs can answer. What is your why? Who is your who? What problem you're solving? Because what is your why? People don't do deep dive work why they start entrepreneurship. A lot of like, listen, a lot of new entrepreneurs who started a business like maybe a year or two ago because like I don't know, like something didn't work out in their corporate career. They didn't have enough time to sit with themselves, to drop in the place of deserving, to drop in the place of what is my purpose with my business? I sure didn't have enough time to sit and do the whole lot of internal work. Like I landed my clients, I got laid off, go. I'm like, okay, now what do I do? Like life just happened to me. Life just happened to my business. Luckily, I have a client. Luckily, I have people coming into the door. Luckily, luckily, I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm offering. But life just happened, and I didn't have enough time to sit down and actually be with it. I sure didn't have enough time for that. So, what is your why? Who is your who? Who is your who? And listen, when it comes to like niching down to figure out like the big why, the big who, the big what, so um it comes down to this. What you can actually deliver, what you are good at, what you are good at, number one. Um, number two, what do you love to do? Because you have to love what you do. You have to love what you do. Because for me, like what I'm good at, I'm a therapist, I am a software engineer, I am a teacher, I am a mentor. What do I love to do? I like, above all, I love my tech job. I loved my tech job that I had. I loved iOS development. But above my tech job, I loved and I love mentoring people. I love teaching. I love creating impact more than I love writing code. I don't like writing code that much, to be honest with you. I was writing code for the money. I'll be honest with you. This is why I said, like, you know what? Delivering software and being a service provider, building mobile apps for other businesses is not the vibe for me. Number three, people who will pay for your services. Who will pay for your services? That's important. Who will pay for your services? Because a lot of purpose driven entrepreneurs, they start running their pro profit business as non-profit organizations. Let me say it again. Somebody might have missed it. A lot of purpose driven entrepreneurs. What do I mean by that? Entrepreneurs who are like myself, who want to have impact, who want to help people, who want to make the world a better place. We start running our businesses as non-profit organizations. We start targeting people who need our help, but they who can't afford our help, who need help, can't afford it. And like this is like, listen, I think this is like, I think it just has to be my one of my specialties. I sold a program, high ticket coaching program, career coaching program at the price of $3,000 to in a niche that was and is scared, a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of my clients were laid off or lost employment or were out of job for a long time. And they were willing to pay for their transformation. They were willing to pay. They were willing to bet on their transformation. If I and this is why when I was figuring out my three, I like, okay, if I can sell this program to the people who are in this situation, who are betting on themselves, and I can show the value, I can strategically educate, I can lead them, and I can deliver results. I can sell anything. And like the number, another light bulb that really went off in my head. It's like a lot of entrepreneurs don't get that. And this is what inspired me to start working with other coaches, other entrepreneurs. Because listen, we are here for the mission. A lot of coaches here for the mission. A lot of service providers are here for the mission, but we lack strategy. We lack sales skills. But we're going to the mountain. We're going to the mountain, and I know a lot of people, a lot of go-getters, a lot of high achievers, a lot of people who like, okay, how do I do that? They need somebody along the way who will lead them. And this is my mission. I want to lead leaders. When I was doing meditation a few days ago, and it's a beautiful visualization. It's when you meditate and you meet your future self who achieved all the goals, the highest version of yourself, and you ask your highest version of yourself an advice, like what you have advice for me in my situation. And the advice that I got from my higher self, for the lack of a better word, or for like the highest version of myself as leaders. And this is what inspires me. I want to lead people who want to go higher, who want to go deeper, who want to go uh bigger. And this is the people who will and this is the people who will pay you for the services. Stop talking to people who are in and listen, let me stop myself right here, right? I'm going to say something that is going to be offensive to many people. Stop stop talking to broken people. Stop talking to broken people. If you want to work with people who are targeting their transformation, stop talking to broken people and start talking to people who desire transformation. It doesn't mean that those people have everything figured out. It doesn't mean that those people don't have their moments. It doesn't mean that. What it means that they see the mountain when they're climbing and they put their attention to their goal, to their perspective, not to their circumstances. Because when you work with the people who drive their attention to their circumstances, it's really hard to get a transformation for those people. We all human beings, we all go through experiences. And this is why I decide to work with people who put their attention to the mountain and they go forth. And I'm here to lead, I'm here to support, I'm here to empower. Because like even with my one of my clients that recently graduated my program, we were talking about human moments and like really life moments. Life happens to all of us. And I say, hey, like, this is the place where you can recharge. This is the place when, like, if, like, listen, we do sales training, we do messaging training, we do LinkedIn training, we do launch methodology, we do role play. But if you are in the place right now where, like, you know what? I just need a safe space to process something that is happening in my life. And how do I run business without burning everything down? Because life just happened to me. Like, I need a safe space to process that. And like, hey, like, that's okay. We can sit here and process that because they're like, not a therapy session, but kind of like, I listen, coach is not a therapist, right? Even though I'm a therapist, I don't do therapy with my clients. We work with certain emotions, we work with fears, right? Like with one of my clients, we work with fears and how to conquer them. And we do really like deep work and good work about fears, but like I'm not a therapist, but I will provide a safe place for that. So also, somebody asked, what is the whole 9 yards for your program, right? Like what your program actually consists of. So it's one-on-one program, right? For 6 months, you work with me individually, and I only like this time around, I only have capacity for 5 people right now. So I yeah, I only have capacity for 5 people right now. I already have 2 active clients, so I can't have more than 7 one-on-one clients. Yes, 5 clients, and we work for 6 months. We work on your messaging. We work on your launch methodology. I help you to launch your program. We analyze the data from your launch, and we learn organic attraction marketing for your business. Utilizing social media. I don't do paid ads. I don't do paid ads. I don't know paid ads. I don't do paid ads. I don't teach paid ads, right? I have nothing against paid ads. If you know how to run paid ads and you want to add on to your business, I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm not gonna coach you on paid ads because I don't do paid ads. I'm not paid ads expert. Now, we also gonna work on the social media, and when it comes to social media platform, we kind of have to focus on where your people make buying decisions. Like if you're a new coach, if you're a new service provider, and you have not secured too many clients yet, I recommend LinkedIn because majority of service providers can land really good clients of LinkedIn. And maybe you already had coaching on LinkedIn and you're not getting clients, you're not getting sales, you're not closing sales on LinkedIn. I'm here to help you because that was me for a second, right? Where like, okay, I have LinkedIn. Um, I do all the things right. Nobody buys. I can close the sale. What do I do next? So like this is what we're doing. We do sales training. We learn the challenger sales model, and the challenger sales model is just outside of sales, but also in your launch. How do you strategically educate people? How do you provide that aha moment? How do you shift their decisions? Because in our content, in our launch, we don't teach people what to do. We teach people how to think. So let me share something with you. Let me share something with you. So if you want to work with me, if you want to work with me, y'all, um, this offer will be available until Wednesday. After Wednesday, you just have to reach out to me and see what's up. So, but like these prices are available until Wednesday. It's 35.77 pay in full. Listen, when I cross out 4,500, it's not just like that, like cringy marketing technique that like in reality is 4,500, but I'm only charging you 35.77. No, it's actually what my coach told me. Like, she said like, hey, my sales coach, she said like, Eugene, you gotta run your program, what you can deliver to entrepreneurs with your knowledge, with your experience, with your expertise. It's like it's between 4,500 and 5,500. Like, come on, it's not 3,500. Like, yeah, but I'm stubborn, y'all. So that's why I price it at 35.77. And if you pay in full or if you split it in two, like of 1927, you have a 90-minute VIP session with me. Like you have the whole strategy, you have the whole 9 yards with me, y'all. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you what we're going to work on for the next 6 months. I'm gonna give you the launch strategy, the content strategy. I also gonna help you with your social media strategy. And if you listen, if you need a little help with assets, right? Because some of entrepreneurs are like, how do I create YouTube thumbnail? What is that? Like, how do I do that? How do I create my thumbnail for my live video on a LinkedIn? How do I create a copy? Like, I'm gonna teach you all of that. How do I create visually appealing banner? Like, listen, I'm gonna do it with you. Certain things I'm gonna do for you. I'm not going to do everything for you, right? I'm gonna do it with you. Certain pieces I might do for you, but like it's work with you. Sales training, we're gonna talk about the whole sales framework conversation, and then we're gonna master that. How to launch your business, how to launch your offer, how to sell by chat, how to create connections, how to leverage LinkedIn or other social media that you're using. Like, listen, I'm a LinkedIn expert, and if you have not made sales on other social media platforms such as Instagram, such as YouTube, if you don't have strong leads, strong sales coming in from those platforms, I invite you to try LinkedIn. It's so much easier, so much simpler, less work, more value, well, like time well spent. Just listen, time well spent on LinkedIn. So it's 3577, one two payments in 1927, or you can break it down into six payments of $750. So like it's literally whatever option you have available, whatever option is more convenient for you. The link is in my bio, y'all. Um, on desk, like listen, if you have trouble with the link on desktop, because LinkedIn sometimes be LinkedIn and like some things are not very clickable, like reach out to me. I'm also going to post a link for this event, like in the comments, right? um so you can like go ahead and enroll. Also, if you need a consultation, if you think like, yeah, that sounds good, but I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you and make sure that it's the right fit. Schedule a consultation with me. Send me a DM, send me a DM, and we're gonna schedule a consultation. I'm also going to drop the link for my consultations for my Calendly in the comments for this video, in the comments for this event. So if you're on Instagram Live, like as I'm also on Instagram right now, not an Instagram expert. If you're on Instagram and you need and you need consultation, just DM me. Just DM me. All right. So like this is like that's all, y'all. Uh the offer is the sale really is active through Wednesday night. If you need consultation, my calendar is open and book a consultation with me. If you're ready like to work with me, I would like to welcome to my community. You gotta have access to private Slack group. You gotta have access to a members only website. All sessions are recorded, and you're also gonna have access to my previous coaching sessions as well. So I drop a lot of gems with my clients. So, and at some point, it will be transformed into like a curriculum, right? Because like every session is gem packed. I just need to go back and edit everything and transform it into lessons. Because like every single client, we have very very powerful lessons, right? So, yeah, any questions? Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. So I am here on LinkedIn. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions before we close out. Before we close out, let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Any questions about social media? Any questions about LinkedIn? Any questions what I did it will like and how it worked? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I will hang with you for a second. Let me know in the chat. All right. So, um, if there are no questions, if there are no questions, happy Easter if you celebrate. I believe in you, and my DMs are open. Whether you want to work with me, whether you have questions, whether you are in this journey where like, okay, I just need a little motivation. I just need to talk to someone and like really decide like what am I doing in my entrepreneurial journey, like whether or not you think okay, I have so many mentors, because listen, I invested $20,000 in my development, in coaching, to have the skills that I have right now, to share those skills that I have right now, not just no, listen, I don't coach what I learn. I coach what worked for me. And also, I coach what other coaches didn't coach me on. I literally like I work in two big programs. I work with four coaches. So my first coach was it was a 2 day webinar, basically a sales funnel that I had to pay $2,700 like to be on the sales funnel, to be on the sales webinar, like kind of like kind of like what like I listen, I do my master classes for free. Not gonna drop any names, but like I have to pay for a master class like this. And we didn't even have get a chance to drop deeper and go deeper into the whole conversations, because like mentorship is way longer than just 2 day event. So that was my first experience. Then I had a coaching on specifically on LinkedIn. Amazing experience, but again, messaging, messaging, right? Like from my first experience, I discovered like people I don't want to scam people out of their money just to give them like limited information for limited time and then ask them for 20K for my mastermind. Like I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give people information for free. I'm going to provide value, and then I'm going to invite people to work with me if they want more. If they want the whole how to, the whole process, the whole support, I'm going to invite people in. I'm not going to do that. It's it's not it's not good marketing in my opinion. So I had LinkedIn coaching as well. I had good experience and I met a lot of good people, but here's the thing: messaging, messaging and sales training, messaging and sales training. Just one session for sales for role play is not enough. Just two sessions for role play is not enough. Like messaging and sales training. I work with a coach 101, amazing woman, amazing coach, learned a whole lot, landed more clients that I ever and then I ever landed. But I wanted to have my secure place on the calendar. I didn't want to constantly reschedule my sessions. And also like I wanted more frequent sessions. I didn't want a sessions, like once every 2 weeks, right? I want to say like this is why I like okay, like I don't like the experience that we meet every other week. Sometimes it's 2 weeks out, right? Like I don't want to I don't want my people to have that experience. then my recent training, right? My recent coaching program that I enrolled like $9,000 in, I like the lack of access, to the lead coach. I like, you know what? I want people to provide access. So I literally pick and lack of access, sales training, lack of access, sales training, lack of messaging, sales training. This is why I created my program the way I created it. Because like, listen, I I learned so much from those wonderful people, and I want to make coaching industry way better. I want to make a difference, and this is why I created my own. Listen, we were supposed to wrap up. Like, I have really hard time wrapping up. Listen, like, again, if you want to work with me, this is like, you can pay in full 35.77. You can split into 19.27. Whether you do 35.77 or 19.27, you get 90-minute session working with me, VIP session with a strategy. You can split payments into 6 payments. And if you are in tech, if you want to do business and build your career, if you want to do business and build your leadership skills, you have also full access to Career Legacy. It's a group coaching program, but you also work with me one-on-one on building your business. So that's a wrap, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. I don't know why LinkedIn is just like, I've been having trouble with a lot of comments on LinkedIn. I don't know. Like, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just y'all, but I've been having a lot of trouble on LinkedIn here. So let me know, let me know if you have any questions. All right. Otherwise, thank you so much, y'all, for hanging out with me one more time. And the link for to enroll in my program is in my bio. I will also provide links in the comments. And also, if you need consultation, just ask. Just slide into my DM and just ask. My DMs are open. My DMs are open. Just and also like I will provide my calendar link for this live stream as well. All right. Thank you so much, y'all, and have an amazing Easter if you celebrate. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you later. Bye, y'all.